Morning, people. By popular demand, I'm doing a decorating live, so you haven't seen me do one of these for a while. Obviously, I'm not doing any videos, but I can do a live because I don't have to edit it. So, yeah. If you want to chat, talk about anything, let me know. Obviously, I'll let you know about the meetup. 4 days to go until the meetup. So, if you are coming and you are live, let me know if you are coming or not. Hello, Kevin. But yeah, we're going to do some decorating. I'm going to do another coat around the edges. As you can see, I've been doing the edges of the ceiling, and as you can see, look at the colour of the ceiling compared to the bit I've done around the edges. So we're going to do some of that today. Doing a lot more than that today, but I've got until about, I would say about 1 o'clock, 1:15, and then I've got to go to football at 1:45. So that's all I'm gonna stay on a live for. I've just sanded it all down, so now there should be no sanding to do. That was all done. So people, if you are in live, come and say hello. 5 people, come and say hello, like it. Subscribe if you are new, because this is open chat, so any random weirdo can come in. So yeah, we're gonna just start painting again, doing another one around. I've done one coat. That's so when I paint the ceiling, I don't have to bother about the edging. The edging will be already done, so then I can just do this quickly. I'll do this again because there was cracks, but the cracks are still showing a bit, but obviously with a bit of paint it should help, but I'm not really bothered. So yeah. So John, are you 5'2"? No, I'm not 5'2". Why would it be 5'2"? If I was 5'2", my head would be about where the tip of the brush is. 5'2" is about there on me. So let's get underway with some stuff. The thing about height is everybody looks taller or smaller than they are, depending on what they look like in like proportion. You can have a 6'3" person who doesn't look 6'3" because they're quite chunky, and then you can have somebody who looks really tall but they're like 5'5". You know, if you don't obviously met them on the picture, just because they're really skinny. So yeah, how tall? I'm 5'9". But I'm quite stocky, you see. So, and everybody is the same length when they're laying down in bed. Think about that. Right then, let's get underway. Try and get this done as quick as possible. I want probably the ceiling, and then starting on the skirting boards, the undercoat, and probably have the door done and everything. So then all I've got to do then is the walls tomorrow and the wallpapering. Well, I'll probably just do the walls because that'll need a few coats. So yeah, let's get underway. Probably will need a few coats on the ceiling, to be fair. Probably going to give it a good thick coat of probably three coats, just to make it pink, because I think it does need a lot more coats. I was going to do 2, but yeah, I think it needs a lot more than 2 coats. I do put stuff on quite thickly as well, so yeah. But I'm only doing it live because by popular demand, by some weirdos who are subscribed to me, they go, John, can you do a live of you decorating? I wasn't going to because I wanted to show like it done, but this is, you're not going to see a live of me putting down a carpet. You're not going to see me do a live of putting up the wallpaper because I've got a feature wall. You've got no chance of me doing that because I hate wallpapering. I'll probably end up kicking off a live, which you probably want to see. But yeah, I'm not going to do that. And then obviously I'm not going to do a live of me putting a bed together. All right. I might do on TikTok. I might do the putting the bed together live on TikTok because I know people like watching weird stuff. Because my goal this year is when this room's done, is to get monetized on TikTok as well for another revenue, and then I'm going to look into Facebook as well because apparently Facebook, you earn more money doing a video on Facebook than you do on YouTube or TikTok. So we'll see, won't we? I don't know what you have to do Facebook, so I'll have to look into it because if you know Spudman, he's, you know, if you're from England, you'll know who he is. You know, the potato guy. He said that he did a breakdown, not of how much he earns, but he did a breakdown. TikTok made him famous, but of course when he got famous on TikTok, he started doing YouTube again because he was on there, and he started posting on Facebook, and of course because he had the support, they all went over to Facebook as well, and apparently out of the three, he gets more on Facebook than TikTok in revenue. And I don't get that because Facebook's pretty dead now, isn't it? Does anybody actually use Facebook? It's not like it used to be, is it? Maybe that's why they pay more, like creators and content creators, to drive people back to Facebook because they're still a massive platform, aren't they? So just doing the cracks, there's crack there, there's a crack there, crack there. So I'm going to fill in the cracks before I start going around the edge because it's just easier. And I haven't actually filled these ones in, I haven't painted them. Forgot to do it yesterday. Yeah, I'm going to put a nice thick coat. And then hopefully you won't notice. It's mad. This room has not been decorated probably for about 30 years plus. It must be 30 years. I'm 43 and I can't remember mum and dad decorating this bedroom. They decorate very good. I've already said to my mum, you're terrible at decorating. That bad. The skirt board's not even painted in one area where the bed was. How lazy is that? So, yeah. I'm gonna I will have a look at the chat in a minute. I will keep on looking, but obviously I don't want to stop and start because that defeats the objective of me actually doing any work. That's why I didn't really want to come on live because I've ordered my bed, I've ordered a carpet, and I've ordered all my son's stuff as well because he's having a brand new bed. So I have a nice leather, or fake leather bed. Make it have a nice one with a new mattress and everything like that. Just because he's going in a new room, have a new start with a new nice fresh bed. But they're all coming within a week, so I'm going to visit my nan next Tuesday, and the bed is coming, it says, by the 9th, so hopefully it comes before then or on the 9th, because if it comes on the Tuesday I won't be here and I won't be able to decide, but they're supposed to be messaging me before they deliver it. So if they do, I'll say to him, you can either deliver it the day before or the day after, so Wednesday. Let's have a look on the chat, see if there's anybody there. Hi John, why have you called me my full name, Aaron, you weirdo? Aaron, are you coming? Are you definitely coming on Saturday? Right, that one is done. Oh, I suppose I should paint around the light switch, to be fair. I'm going to get a new, obviously new light. This is going to be the last thing I buy, really. I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't really care about how neat I'm doing it around here. I'll probably get a new plastic thing anyway, because it's really old and it's yellowed, so don't really care. Just so yeah, I am painting over it, but I don't really, like I said, I don't care, because I will be getting a new one. I don't know what. Put in the comments what sort of like light should I get. Put in the comments now what sort of light should I get. Remember, this room is going to be grey basically. It's going to be mainly grey and black. So should I get like a dark colour or like a chromey? I'm thinking about more like a gunmetal chrome, like lampshade or something like that. I don't want something that's going to gather dust. I am going to buy one of these flash dusters, because I'm getting grey blinds, slit ones, found them in the range, are really nice, to be fair, good quality. I've never put up blinds. I've put up I have put up blinds, but not the slit ones, I don't think. I probably have actually, yeah I have, but not like the ones I'm getting. Like these are like nice ones, and they're really good actually. I think they're about 30-40 quid a blind, I think. Well, they're like thick. Is that you, Aaron? What have you said back? Yes, more than likely, unless I have to work last minute. If I can't come, I'll send you some money over. Oh, cheers, Aaron. Well, let me know. When will you know if you're coming or not? And what time would you be coming? Because it starts at 5. You don't have to be there at 5, but you can come at 6. You know, you could, I mean, if you're getting a train or you're driving, yeah, I think you live in Birmingham, don't you? So you could get the train and you could get like the last train to Birmingham or something like that. Yeah, I'm thinking a silvery chrome, like dark chrome. That'd look nice, I think. Yeah, but let me know. You got, obviously you can email me, which you have done. With the Hoovers, I'm probably not going to test them until after my holiday now. But if I do see a hand Hoover, I will pick one up. I have got a G-Tech one, but it doesn't seem to work. It's not working very good. The battery's fine on it, but the actual there's something wrong with it. It's not giving the suction very good. I did have a Black & Decker one, but I sold that one, and that wasn't very good anyway. The battery only lasts 8 minutes. So if I do see a handheld Hoover, I will pick up. You never know, I might find a Batman handheld Hoover. If I can find one of them, you'll be laughing then, won't you? Thursday I'll know for sure. If I'm working 6 till 4, I can come, but if I'm on a, yeah, it'll be an issue, mate. If you come in the late, the late one, there's no point, mate, because by 11 o'clock probably most people will be gone anyway, so there's no real point. I don't know what are people doing. I know my mate's coming, Martin. He's coming with his girlfriend, so we'll probably be out until the end unless he gets bunny boiled back home. But I don't know. Different people. I'm not saying you can stay out. I'm going to stay out until when I want to come back because I'm going to probably celebrate my birthday because I'll be I'll be away when in Greece when it's my birthday with my son. So I'll be celebrating my birthday abroad with my son. So this is like an early birthday party as well. But hopefully you do come, Aaron, because I want to meet you because you are one of my OG subscribers, and you obviously I always look out for you with Batman stuff. I'm always looking for Batman stuff now. It's amazing. I always see bits and bobs, but I don't want to buy it if you've already had it. So, Aaron, comment down below what Batman stuff you're really, really looking for. Yeah, and because I don't want to buy something and you've already got it, if you know what I mean. Obviously, I will buy some of them Batman figures and that. If I see that bloke again, I will buy them. But I haven't seen him since I picked up them couple. But yeah, we have now done that one. I'm going to get on the bed and do them ones. Which, this is going to be fun because I've got to get on and off the bed. Don't care. I'll get a new bed. Don't care at all. I'm just going to hold. Right. If you hear a big bang, it's me falling off the bed with loads of paint all over me because I'm now going on the bed. Oh. Ah, yeah. That's better. It's just depends on this paint how good it is. When you are decorating though, one thing I have learned over the years when I've done decorating is don't try and cut corners by buying cheap paint. Cheap paint is cheap paint for a reason. It's more watery, it doesn't cover, so you end up probably spending more money replacing the paint and buying more of the same stuff, and it works out actually more expensive. I should have bought Durex, not Durex, paint because the one coat one, I've had the one coat one before, and it is absolutely brilliant. It's expensive, but it does what it says it does. It's like this paint, it's Wilkinson's. I'm only giving this a go because Wilkinson's are, a well-known hardware shop, but you also got to remember, if you're painting over a white wall or ceiling and it's white, it shouldn't be as bad. But this ceiling, my mum thinks she didn't paint it white. She painted it magnolia in the days where everything was painted in magnolia, wasn't it? All houses at a certain era in the 1990s, magnolia was king. Everybody had magnolia walls, magnolia ceilings, magnolia everything, didn't they? A bloody horrible colour. But then it was cool. Yeah. But yeah, it's going on. See, this crack is not showing on this ceiling. So that's all I care about. Because it will annoy me if I see a crack. But then again, I can't be bothered to really spend the money, and because you can buy this like tape. I've seen it. People do it because I don't watch decorating things, but they do pop up once in a while. And these how to fix a hairline crack. You can buy all this like paint that does hairline cracks. You can buy other stuff that does hairline cracks, like a tape, and then you paint and then you plaster over it. Well, that's just, I can't be bothered. That's why I don't want to spend loads of money on stuff. I hate spending money on decorating because it's something I don't want to do. I wish I could just have like a paint bomb and set it off in the room, and it just painted it all in one go. That's why I never believed them old programs changing rooms and all that lot, right? I see them now, how they decorate a room very quickly for the professionals, but when they're doing a 3-bedroom house and they're decorating it all in a day, it's such a lie. Such a lie. They're not doing it in one day. No chance of it. There's no way you can decorate a whole house. I don't care how many people you got. Because painting, it's still got to dry, hasn't it? So while I'm here, I might as well just do on the bed, save me getting up and off. I'm just doing, if you don't know where I am, I'm just in the corner. So I'm just doing the corner. Oh, my arm's aching already. Holding this. I think I might even have to do another coat, to be fair. Oh. You can tell I haven't been to the gym for a while. I'm holding a can of paint and my arm's aching. I've lost so much strength. I haven't been to the gym since I've joined. I've been once. And that's because I decided, I know, let's decorate my room. I do want to do one thing and then I end up doing another thing. So I sort of like do 2 or 3 jobs at once and then I end up not doing one. But I've just gone on I haven't really been on diet either, which is annoying because I really wanted to look good for this holiday. But there's always next year. I say that, and then next year I'll do the same probably, but I won't. I just want to get this out of the way because it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. But things come up, you know, when you're a reseller, there's always something that comes along. Obviously you got to try and pick up the stuff, and then you got to list it, and you know me. I do list, well I haven't been listing for the last like 3 weeks, but when I buy so much stuff, and when you see in the comments, oh you don't list and all these people hate it, they're hating me because I've got the privilege of going out to 3 or 4 car boots a week, documenting what I pick up, and a lot of people can't get the stock that I can. Because I am going gung-ho at picking up stuff. And of course, yeah, it's all right listing what you picked up from 1 car boot, maybe 2 car boots. That's easy, because sometimes you can only pick up a couple of things. But when you are going to about 4 car boots a week, and you are then, you ain't got time to list anything, because I always feel guilty about my lad, and of course I got to do the video, so I need to do the videos. One thing that I don't like, and no disrespect to Johnny, I love him to pieces, you know, I do talk to him regularly, but I don't see a point of doing a what sold video, but then you haven't released the video where you've picked it up. I don't see the point in that, because it sort of like deflects on the, you know, it wrecks the video when you release it, because people already know you've picked it up, sort of thing. And you need to, I think you either need to show what you've picked up first and then do what sold. Yeah, when they're a couple of weeks behind on videos, and you know what I mean, that's what I mean. People don't really, you know, when you get haters on YouTube, people don't really realise that people like myself, Ricky, Kaji, when he's proper on it, he's gone off the boil a bit at the moment, but well, Sloth Fit has not done daily videos for a while now, but people who do daily videos are uploading a video every single day, and it's pretty current with what you see. So if you see somebody like Ricky does a video and he'll upload like what's sold in that the day before, whatever, or the day before that, and you've already probably seen that video of him picking it up, so you know what's sold. Where I just don't think uploading what's sold videos when you haven't even showing what you've picked up isn't right. You know what I mean? If you can do, it doesn't make sense, because if you've got the time to upload and do a whole video about what you sold at the weekend, why not just upload the video of the stuff you bought, what you've already sold, upload that one maybe on the Monday, and then do a what sold video on the Tuesday. So it just makes more sense, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It's like me now releasing a Christmas video of what sold at Christmas, or doing a video which was like 2 or 3 months ago. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense, I don't think. But some people just don't have the time. And that's why I was saying, when people like hate comments on people, especially the ones like me, Ricky's getting a lot of hate. There's some bloke who's proper gunning for Ricky. He loves it though. They don't realise we're doing daily videos for you guys to watch, right? If you didn't watch, we wouldn't need to do daily videos. And you know what I mean? If I wasn't getting many views for my daily videos, I wouldn't do them. You know, I'll just leave it once a week. And if I was just doing one video a week, my life would be a lot more easier. Well, I enjoy doing them. That's the main thing about why I do them. It's not because I want to get money from it, because I've been doing YouTube for a long time. 7 years I've been doing YouTube. I did fitness for 4 or 5 years, and you know, I got to my subscribers, 1,000 subscribers quite easily. But the views in fitness is so hard, unless you're doing a competition or you're on steroids. It's really hard to get the views in, or controversial. If you look at my actual old videos, there's actually some videos there which are like quite a few views actually on controversial videos about, you know, outing famous fitness YouTubers and people. Are they on steroids? Because people used to lie about it back in the day. No one wanted to admit they were on steroids, but now it's all came out, and some of the big fitness YouTubers say, yeah, I'm on steroids. Now it's like no one cares anymore, because I did a video about Matt Does Fitness, because he was getting hate saying he's on steroids. If you don't know who Matt Does Fitness is, he's a legend out of Gladiators. So I did a video about him saying he's not on steroids. He's just got good genetics, because if you see some of the videos with him with big superstars, you know, like bodybuilders, he looks tiny compared to him. And he's a big guy. He's like 6'1". You know, put him compared to me and he looks big. But you put him next to a proper bodybuilder and he looks tiny. He does look absolutely tiny. Like, for instance, Giant, he's a professional bodybuilder. I've never met him, but he's a proper bodybuilder, and you can tell the difference when somebody's been put on steroids compared to not. You know, he's just athletic, but he also did power training for many years, and that builds loads of muscle. It's the compound movements, so like deadlifting, squatting, bench press. They're your main compound movements. So they're the things that build you like proper big muscle because you're lifting heavy weights. So yeah, they're the best. They're the best exercises to lose weight as well. If you're on a diet, doing a compound movement, so doing big squats, because your legs are the biggest muscle in your body, they're the one that actually burn more calories. So if you ever think about losing weight, just do compound movements. Obviously. But yeah, let's see if I can get over here. I've closed one of the windows where the camera is because for some reason the school next to me, it looks like they're just not even teaching them anything. They're just letting them outside. They might have PE to be fair, but since 9 o'clock, I've just heard screaming. I wanted my son to go to that school because it would have been so much easier, but it's not next to my ex's house. But saying that, the school that Kai goes to now is not next to her house. So it's just silly. Absolutely ridiculous. So you're probably thinking why I'm painting the bottom of the wall and this bit, because when I do the main ceiling, I don't have to worry about the edges. The edges will be done then and all that lot. So that's why I'm doing it. And then what I'll do is when I start painting, because I could do the edging when I paint, but I want a crisp line, so I've got frog tape I'm going to put on the ceiling and then go around and do that. Whew, sweating. I missed a bit. Yeah, so I'm going to be on the live probably until 1:15. If I'm not talking or commenting on your chats, I will do every probably 10 minutes. I'll catch up on them. So like now I'll come and catch up on them because I need a drink. I've been really neat, to be fair. Most of the time I've got paint all over me. So let's see what there is. Oh, it's only Aaron talking. I think I need to put on chat all messages. There we go. All right then. Let's have a look. Thanks, John. If I can find something decent that works, fine. Please let me know and I'll purchase straight. Okay. Then. What I have got the G-Tech. I'll test it again, see if it works. All right. I'll sell it you cheap, but I don't think it works properly. It's a shame because they're good. Mainly old figures from the 90s to early 2000s. Vintage stuff. All the new stuff is just... Yeah, I wouldn't buy your new stuff anyway because it's all mass-produced and tacky plastic, unless it's like one of the, like the 400 quid ones, the ones that look really lifelike. But they're like, I don't see any of them being on a car boot. I watch Kaji, but his videos have declined, if I'm honest. I feel he's not... he's just doing it for the views, isn't he? Now, he's got loyal subscribers who watch his videos, and he knows that. But the thing about it is, it's going to come to a stage where people are going to get bored. You only can do so much, if you get me. He wants to do his gaming thing, but I've seen his gaming, and if I was him, if he wants to do his gaming one, I'd focus more on the gaming one and think about putting his face in the actual gaming, like games. If you look at Kaigu shorts, where I did it with my son on lockdown. My gaming channels with Sky was so much better. It was interesting. You know, he's got a little boy there. Perfect opportunity to get him in with his boy and him. I don't know if he's old enough really to work that stuff, but my lad started about 4, 5, and we got about 250 subscribers in about a month. Biggest video was 1,700, and we had a laugh. You know, I did put one of the videos up on here. It was every elimination on Fortnite, I had to eat a chili. So it's just a bit of a laugh. You know, it's memories as well. With gaming, there's a lot of people doing it as well. And I think the only way of being a gamer is having a kid with you, which is obviously your son or girl, or being really good at a certain game. So me and Kai used to watch this bloke from America called Typical Gamer. He's got like 20 plus million subscribers. He's really good, you know, gets victory royales all the time and stuff like that. But he also does live. So he does a live every day, but then he obviously has a professional editor to take clips out and make a video. So and he does daily videos of it. It's okay doing a gaming channel and just you playing a game, but you're not really gonna get people watching you as much as like a proper video. You gotta think of like, so when, say for instance, me and Kai did Fortnite, when a new season came out, we'd do a lowdown on the season. So what every new skin you got in that season, you know, and then we'll do another video about like the map, the new areas, and then there's new challenges, you know. We did that. When there was a new skin released, I would say I surprised my son with the new Venom skin, and then he would log on to his account, and then he'd be surprised I bought it him. So it's like a shock value, you know, stuff like that. But it did work. But when lockdown, you know, finished, I had to go back to, well, I was working anyway, but I was working part-time then. So I was working 20 hours a week. So I think I had lots of time. But Kai was always here as well, so he didn't have school. So yeah, we just blasted it. Well, I had a really good computer then. I had a laptop. I had a Mac Pro. So I used the top editing tool. So obviously you've seen my green wall. That was actually a green screen paint. Cost me like 50, 60 quid for that paint. Instead of buying a green screen, you know, like a blind thing, which you have put behind you, that's what a lot of people do. Or they have just like, you see them have a little box with them in, and they cut the box out and put them in a corner. I decided let's do it properly, and just I had a table, had the 2 TVs, 2 Xboxes, because that's the only way I could do it. And then have obviously the background of the green wall, and then just edit it, and it looked good. Go and have a look. It's Kaigu Shorts. Some of the videos are really funny, you know. Try to make them funny, having a laugh, you know. That was a time when Kai was very much a whinger when it came to gaming. He'd cry if he got killed, but it was mainly Fortnite. He blocked you. He shouldn't block you. That's the thing. You've got to. He knows that people. I've said in his videos that nice to see a new video, because if I'm thinking about doing the same. So when I go on holiday, I don't want my YouTube to just go like that. So I'm gonna probably upload like a week's worth of old videos, which some of you would have seen, some of you would not have seen, but like my top videos, ones where I did, you know, got quite a lot of views, because a lot, you know, since I did these videos maybe a year, 2 years ago, I've got another like 1,500 subscribers, so they probably haven't watched them. People don't watch old videos, you know, unless it pops up as a suggestion. So I might put them in, so like the new people can watch them, because what I will say, you know, like before I go on holiday, I'll say for next week I will be showing old videos, my top videos in reselling, just for the new subscribers who haven't watched, and also people want to watch it again, because you know some people don't watch them, and I'm only doing that because I'm on a holiday. But I will obviously upload maybe 2 or 3 videos of me on holiday because it's memories. So I'll do that when I'm abroad. But yeah, I don't want to be doing like 4 or 5 videos before my holiday, because I've got this to do. I've got a lot of listing to do. Like I said, I've been to about 4 or 5 car boots now, and I haven't listed any of it. So I've got a car boot video coming out tonight. I haven't edited it. Well, I'm gonna edit it when I come back from picking Kai up later. It shouldn't be too hard, because it's okay. It's not the best of a car boot ones, but that's what I'm probably going to do, because you never know, one of the videos that didn't do so well then, or did okay, might blow up. It's just trying to download it at the same quality. I might have to go on my laptop and do it that way, because doing it on my phone, downloading my thing, it comes in at like 720 HP, you know, and it's not good quality, because all my videos are at 180. So yeah, we'll just have to see. Sutty, hello. Are you coming? Right? If you're not coming, just say you're not coming. If you are coming, say you are coming, and privately message me on Instagram or email me, right? Saying, hi, it's Sutty. This is my proper name. I am coming, because I need to know your name. You know what I mean? If you're not coming, I'm never gonna, like, I'm not bothered if you don't come. I'm not gonna cry about it. But yeah. Well, yeah, we're just decorating. I have done that side. I'll need to do this bit here. I was saying, this bedroom, when it's done, it's gonna look like a brothel. It's gonna look like a brothel room / hotel room. I should get like leopard skin sheets, shouldn't I? Leopard skin sheets. Love heart bed. Oh, that'd be hilarious. I'm getting a king size bed. I've never had a king size bed ever. I've decided I want a king size bed, even though I haven't got a missus, have I? But you know what? The space in that bed will be lovely. I don't know what the mattress is going to be like though. I've just had a standard mattress. I could have had a premium one. It would have been an extra £100, but I feel like it'd probably been nothing special. If the bed's too hard or not comfortable, I'll just buy a mattress topper, like a nice mattress topper for it eventually in a few months. Because I don't want a nice bed and it's uncomfortable, because it'll just annoy me. Well, it's going to look so nice in here. And to be honest, since I've moved the bed this way, because the bed where I am now was where the light switch is, it was coming towards me, so I was facing the 2 windows. Now the bed is that way, so it's facing the opposite way. I'm sleeping a lot better, and there's all that thing about, is it feng shui? Is it feng shui, or is it? Or, you know, when you put the room in different angles and put beds in a different position and all that, like it's better for you and you can sleep better. I actually believe that is true now, because for some reason, I have had better sleep, and remember, I've got no curtains. It's been hot as well, and I've had better sleep. The only trouble is, I keep on forgetting I've got no curtains. So when I have a shower, I come in here and I start getting changed, and then I realise I've got to like duck under because there is 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 or 7 houses that could look right into this window. I don't mind. We can have a look if they want. One of them might have bought my binoculars. I know who bought my binoculars. It was a subscriber. Yeah. Alright, Sotty's said something, so I'll come and see what you've said. I'm coming. I will be there about. Okay, then cool. See you there, Sotty. You saw the video. If you haven't, did you see the video when I went around Shrewsbury about a week ago and I showed you the place? If you did, when I walked in, it's on the left-hand side. So you walk in the main doors. You got the right-hand side where there's a little dance floor and a bar. Don't go that side. It'll be the other side, and you'll probably see me. I'll be getting there at 5 o'clock because I have to. I can't really say it starts at 5 and I'm not there. So I'll probably be there. I don't know if I'll be by myself or I'll be with my friend Martin because he's coming with his girlfriend. So he might not want to come out until late. So I don't know. But I'll be there at 5. Don't be scared. Just tell me who you are. I probably won't know. Well, if you say, I'm Sooty, I will know who you are because of Sooty. Yeah, it's easy to remember. But Aaron, I know. But other people, I might not know. I think there's about 10 people who have said on the channel it'll come in. So there's definitely going to be about 10 people. There would have been more, right? Big Al was going to come, but because I changed the date, his daughter's birthday's on the same date, so obviously he can't come. It's a shame he couldn't come. He could have brought his whole family over to celebrate, you know. I would have. Cheryl's not coming because she's got a daughter, even though I did say it's every 2 weeks, so she shouldn't have had a daughter because it's 2 weeks before. So don't know what happened there, but she's got something else planned anyway. Well, yeah, doesn't matter. Also, the car boot, when I was going to do it on the 19th, was actually closed because the whole of July it's open one time. So the car boot you see me go to in Shrewsbury, that is open. So on the Sunday, the Shrewsbury Showground, it's open. So if you're staying, you can go to that one. Or what I've done over the last couple of weeks, you've seen me go to Chirk. Chirk's about 25 minutes away. It's like the border of Wrexham, just before Wrexham. 25 minutes drive, very simple. Come out Shrewsbury and it's just straight road. Yeah, that one opens at 5 o'clock. So you could go to that one, spend an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, leave at about 7 and you'll get to the Shrewsbury car boot. So you could do two car boots in one day. Or you could be absolutely hungover and couldn't do anything. Johnny, I'm doing renovation as well, mate. Oh yeah, what are you doing? I'm easy to spot. Mate, I will laugh if you come and you look like, what's his name? Out of Sooty, you know, the man in it. What was his name? In Sooty? He had a little beard. Yeah, and you come and you've got like a Sooty on your hand. That'll make me laugh. That will. If you Richard, that's it. I'm surprised he hasn't been done for... Oh, that's a bit... Let's get that out of the way. Big spider up in that corner. Don't like that. Be nice to meet you, Sooty, anyway. Can you bring Sweep with you? Because I like Sweep. I've had a Sooty. I've actually... No, I didn't. I've picked up a... I picked up a Sweep, yeah. Did you see my plush video? Loads of retro plushes in there. Come on, Spider, move away. Yeah, loads of retro plushes. Banana splits. Simpsons ones from the 90s. Some good ones, to be fair. Danger Mouse. One of the best cartoons back in the day. Danger Mouse. They're actually old ones as well. I can't believe I've looked at this frog, the baddie, the frog man, whatever his name was. I can't remember what his proper name was. He only gets about 15 quid though. You think for the age of it, you get more than that. The banana splits ones though get around about 30 to 50 quid. Somebody sold the whole gang, but I think there's 4 of them. I never liked it. It's a bit weird. I'm sure there was. I don't think there was puppets, were they? There was actually people dressed up. It was an American thing, and they used to run around. Yeah, but somebody sold the gang of 4 for about 90 quid, and I've got 2 of them. So yeah, I should be able to get at least 40, 50 quid. And they're tagged as well, so that's even better, to be fair. That's the sort of car boot stores you want, where they're just emptied out the loft and it's just full of gems. The Wallace and Gromit Monopoly gets about 25 quid, I knew straight away. But I was a bit disappointed in it because I opened it up. It's all there. It's all in mint condition. But, you know, in Monopoly, you have certain sets, they have, like, special, like, little, what do you call it, the little counter things for that, like, board game, you know, that Monopoly set. They're just standard ones. You'd think they'd have, like, Wallace, Gromit, and certain ones. This one was a limited edition one of just Gromit. And it had loads of different grommets on the front of the board, but I thought they would have had all them grommets as the actual, like the tokens or what they call them, the counters. They don't, it's just the standard Monopoly things, which is rubbish. Was not happy about that. But I did check it out, and that is what it comes like. So Monopoly just trying to short-change people, I think. So, by the way, while I'm here, I did sell my Nike Elite football boots last night for £134.99p. They was from the outlet. I think I paid about 65, 66, 67 quid for them. That's how much they are in the outlet. So, double the money on them. That was a nice sale. Seeing I haven't listed for 3 weeks helps me with money. I have had some bundles. I've literally got hardly no clothes left now, which is what I like to see, because I do not like clothing. I like certain clothing. I think I like football stuff, like sports stuff. Not all sports stuff. Maybe like football tops, American football, basketball. Something's got something about it. I don't really like rugby tops, but I do know they sell quite well. I like sports stuff. It's retro. I like hiking stuff. I like hiking boots and stuff like that. They all seem to sell well. I can sell hiking shoes, trainers better than I can sell normal trainers. When it comes to normal trainers, I just can't sell them for some reason, unless there was like a very popular brand. I just don't even bother with Air Force Ones anymore. I think I've got 2 or 3 Air Force Ones which I've gave away now in one of the bundles, because I've had them for over a year and no one's bought them. I had Oreo Air Force Ones, really nice, great condition. They were size 5.5, so the women's size. I had them on for 20 quid on eBay. I had them on for like 25. Stick them on for 19.99. Still, no one bought them. So I was thinking, forget that. I think the last pair of trainers I sold were them Converse, like big ones. Where they're like chunky soles. They seem to sell. I picked up some metallic purple Dr. Martens, but they are, I think, did I pick them up? Yeah, I picked them up. That's already in the video. That's quite a big video. Picked them up for 3 quid. I was so hoping that he had so much cool stuff and he was selling it all cheap. Had loads of VHS. The Barney, I picked in the VHSs. If you watch that video, I picked up a load of VHSs. He wanted 3 for £1, and I was just hoping there was some really good VHSs, because he had a load of old ones. Some of them I didn't even check the price except for the Barney one. The Barney one goes for around about 10 to 15 quid on a, because it's old school Barney. So anything old fashioned Barney sells. Barney and that big blue bear in a blue big bear in a blue house thing, they seem to always sell good. The other one was a limited edition what's his thingy over cuckoo nest. I thought that might sell. It goes for about 5 quid, but you know, I mean, I paid 5 quid for a pair of Dr. Martens, which are bit bashed at the front, but they're still sell because of Dr. Martens. They sell for 70 quid, immaculate condition. So I'm gonna put them on for 40 quid. They'll probably sell. Yeah, Dr. Martens and six VHSs. I picked up a Tots TV one. Thought that might sell for a bit more. Nah, it sold for about 3 quid. But what I might do is I've got quite a few old VHSs now, like kids things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bundle them up and then sell them. Sell them as a set. Have I done that one? I've done that, haven't I? Have I done that? I think I have, haven't I? Done that. Don't know what I'm doing now because I'm talking. I don't even need to be on live. This is just a reason for me to talk to myself. Richard, he's bringing me. Okay then. I don't know if Liam, you know Liam, who's been on here. He lives in the same area as me. He's going to the F1 at Silverstone on Sunday. I've messaged him privately and saying, "Are you sure you're coming on Sunday? I mean on Saturday, because you're going to Silverstone on Sunday. So are you coming?" And he hasn't messaged back, and he hasn't been on the live. So I'm just wondering if he's realised he's made a mess up and he can't actually come, but he doesn't want to say he can't come and let me down. But I'd rather have a message off him than not. So Liam, if you do come on or see this later or watch it, let me know. Just message, because if he can still go to Silverstone if he's just going tomorrow. But not tomorrow, on Sunday, I mean. But obviously, he won't be able to drink, will he? Because he don't want to really be hungover. I don't know if he drinks or not. But if he has a few drinks, it's be all right. But I don't know if he's going with his missus. If his missus drives, I suppose he can do what he wants. But like I said, we'll see. What the hell is that? How has that got in here? What is that? Ladybird. God knows. Since I've been painting, the amount of different animals that have came into this room. One thing I hate about some of these flies. Can't stand them. The worst invention ever. 15 people in the chat. Say hello, guys. Don't just stalk me. No need for that. Be nice to know who you are. If you are new, you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Like it. I think you should be allowed to play normal music if you do lives and not get monetized for it, because you don't make much money from lives anyway, unless you've got like thousands of people in the chat and watching and donating. I will be videoing on the meetup as well, guys. I won't be doing loads. I have got a jumble trail on the Saturday in the morning. So if it's not very good, the jumble trail, what I'll do is I add it all as one video. If the jumble trail is good, then I'll do a separate video. That'll be out on the Saturday. And then the meetup will be on the Sunday. So make sure you look good for the camera. I'll get you all in. I'll make sure I get you all in. You can have your 15 seconds of fame. All right. I'm hoping this bedroom will be done before I go on holiday. I really want it all finished. I really want to start. I need to start listing next week again. I've made the decision not to go out this week, except for the jumble trail, whatever it is, because I gotta get this done. There's no point buying stuff if I'm not listing it, and I can list it, but I'm not going to take pictures of it on the bed or on the floor or whatever, because it doesn't look good. Right, let's go. What are people doing today then? Comment down what you're doing today Are you listing? Are you doing something different? Are you going out looking around the charity shops? Have you been to a car booth? Are you going to a car booth tomorrow? Let me know what you're doing. You know what, it'd be great. Well, it won't be great because I'd be in trouble, but imagine I'd hurt myself and break my arm while decorating and I come with a cast on or something. Because I'm one of these people where, like that, I will reach for that and then hurt myself. I'm not clumsy though. I've never been a clumsy person. The only time I've never broke a bone in my body. I should be saying this, should I, on live? Imagine I hurt myself on live. But I've never broke a bone. I've fractured a bone in my finger. That one, I've literally fractured my top bit of my finger. Oh, you can't even see me. Yeah. On a punch bag machine, on my birthday at Blackpool, I forgot to close my fist. I was a bit drunk, and I just basically fingered the punch ball full board. My finger was a bit like bent. It didn't actually break though. It just dislodged into it. Yeah, I still carried on with the night out because I'm solid. I'm stupid. But yeah, actually I'll move the camera so you can see me because that's the whole point. Yeah, I'm just over there in this corner, so I'm just here. So there's the backdrop. That is actually all done. So that's what it's gonna look like. Obviously I'm having the big table. So the table that I used to use, that's my son's having that. He's gonna put his TV and his PlayStation and that on it. I'm using the big packing table. So the big packing table is going to come out to about, if you didn't know, it's going to probably come out to about here. So it should be alright. It's not going to be in the way of anything. It doesn't go over, it's not higher than this. But I've already laminated that. Just need to saw it down. I want to bring it in here, but now the carpet is coming. I want to put the carpet in here before moving the table because they'll really want to take apart the table because I think I will do because it is really wide. I don't think it'll fit through the door, to be honest. I like painting, but it annoys me when it doesn't come out properly. I'm not looking forward to wallpapering. I don't mind doing just one wall. I just hope the wallpaper is good enough, if you know what I mean. I think that's the shadow in it. Is that the shadow? Must be. It's annoying me that. There's a shadow here, and I don't know if it's a shadow to this. I think it is. Yeah, it's a shadow. The shadow. Yeah, it's on that way as well. Yeah, thank God. Thought there was some like dodgy line going across here. That's the only trouble about painting. It's pain. Because of this room back in the 80s when it was made, or early 70s when it was made, they just did not think about whoever designed these houses did not design them very good. I mean, they put a light here Right, it's not square, but it's 16 foot by 9 foot. Why didn't they put the light in the centre of the room? Why did they put it here? Right? Who puts a light there when you got two big windows? You don't need that. I know the lights for like night time, but put it in the centre of the room. I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense. Just stupid. This is the untrouble about this house. The house is it's very dark. It's a very dark house. And I think the only way to make I say it's a dark house, and I'm here. This is the only bit that's going to be bright, the ceiling. It's going to be dark in here. It's going to be dark, but I want it dark because I like, when I go to sleep, I like it to be pitch black. And like I said, I've been sleeping well the way the bed is at the moment. So when it's all been painted and I've got grey blinds, it's going to be pitch black in here. I'm going to have such a good sleep. But yeah, I've got a grey carpet coming as well. Got a mat. They've got a nice bed with a big backboard on. Hopefully it's big. It looks big. It's like a felt or material bed with obviously the diamantes in, but they're not like fake diamonds. They're like just normal ones, I think. So I've always wanted one of them beds, but I've never wanted to waste my money on stuff like that, you know. The hardest part of this room, I think, will be the wallpaper and getting the line crisp. You know what I'm doing now, but when I start painting the actual main walls, that's going to be the most challenging thing. But if I can get it pretty much even, the ceiling and the walls are pretty straight, to be honest. There's not much. It's not too bad. It's just making sure I've painted them good enough. I don't want any bits poking out. I don't want, because the different colours from white to like grey. If I get a bit on the ceiling, obviously I can paint over it and that or wipe it off. But I'm masking it on the ceiling, so going around the edge, but I've got to make it will be a straight line, but I've got to make sure it's a straight line, which should be okay. I'm probably overthinking it more than I should do. Not many people talking today. Not many people on the chat, to be fair. No one wants to see me decorate. I don't know. I had about 3 or 4 people saying that when you're doing another live decorating, and none of them have came on. Oh God. Oh, went down the wrong hole. Oh. Pretty much done it now. Oh God, that one. Yeah. Oh God. So I just got. Oh God, that's knocked me out. Jesus Christ. I said I wasn't going to fall over, but I didn't say anything about choking to death. Oh. So I've got just this bit here. At the church car boot was quite nice though, because I met a couple of girls that was lovely. Spoke to them for about 5 minutes actually. They were really nice. The one girl, I don't know if they live together or the one's visiting the other girl was from Dublin. Always wanted to go to Dublin. But yeah, the other girl lives in Wales somewhere. She did say, but I don't even know where he was. But she had to travel 55 minutes to go to that car boot, and that was the Chirk was the local one, well, the nearest one. They both commented on the video. So girls, if you ever do see this live, add me on Instagram as well, because I obviously some people are more, you know, look into Instagram. I obviously click onto Instagram because people who I watch, like say for instance Ricky, will upload it his video saying it's live now, like I do. It's a good way to find out the video's out, because some people use Instagram, don't they, a lot more than YouTube, unless you've got the notification bell on, you don't actually know when the a video comes out. So if you are subscribed, hit that notification bell on my channel, and then you'll get a message saying my video's live. So you'll be one of the first to watch it and comment. I feel like my meetup video will have a lot of views, and it'll be viewed just from the nosy ones, the haters, the resellers that do not like me, but they don't admit they don't like me because they've never ever came back to me. It's mad, that, isn't it? All that trouble I had with some of the resellers, it like just basically was nasty on a meetup and ignored me because didn't feel like I was good enough for them. Not one ever came and said, oh, I didn't know you felt like that or whatever. Right? The only two people that came, there was two people who never ever went to that meetup, and that was Selling Dan, who he doesn't do it anymore, a lovely bloke, and the other one was Cheryl. And yeah, it sort of like opened up a spotlight on certain resellers as well. I sort of like, I'm the one who will make it public about certain things, and then you seem to get it seems to escalate into other people maybe coming out about it and yeah, agreeing with me. And I understand some people don't want to get involved with stuff. But you always can tell when people don't like people or agree with you or not, because certain things happen, don't they? Like no meetups, no reseller meetups end up not happening for some strange reason and no reason why. And I think that what they did, obviously Chad, Pete and Lola did, was a good thing, but I think they just end up being a bit greedy. You have to pay for the thing. You got to remember, it's not cheap to actually set up one of them. You know, you got to hire the venue and all that stuff. So you have to expect to pay for it. But some of the prices of the latest one that they was going to do, it's not. I mean, expensive. When you think about it, you've got everybody's been to expos, you know, like when there's a car show or whatever, or other meetups and stuff like that. They'll either you pay, well, obviously when it goes to NEC, I think you look about 30-40 quid for the day ticket, but you're getting a lot for it, aren't you? Getting lots of famous people there. Yeah, I'm talking about famous people because obviously it's a bit more popular. But when it's just in a room, I mean, I always said that the best, I think, I couldn't do it. you'd have to have a bit of money, I think. But I think somebody should do like a festival, and it should be like a car boot reseller festival. Like I just call it reseller festival. Pick a nice, obviously in the summer, 6 weeks holiday, perfect timing. 2-day event, so it'll be Saturday and Sunday. Saturday will be obviously stalls and all that opening up, you know, valuations, get some people in and know their stuff. So you have toy collectors, people that know the stuff about toys, antique collectors telling you what they are. I'm talking like proper antique collectors, you know, the people that know what they're on about. Not, I'm going to go on Google, eBay and tell you how much it is, because I'm not being funny, but an antique dealer doesn't go on Google to find out how much it is, you know what I mean? Because they're not going to be on Google, are they? You know, if you've got an antique that's like old, you've got to know it's old, if you know what I mean, you know. But have toy collectors that know that toy is a vintage whatever car from 1950. You probably look around about 50-60 quid for it or whatever. Have that in like a tent. Have obviously talks with other resellers in another tent. Maybe have a stage for up and coming local bands who want to perform. Obviously you can camp there in the night, and then on Sunday have a car boot. So, and only have people who are car booters come in. So on the Sunday at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, it opens up. People who've camped there obviously get in free because they're already there, right? But the doors only open at 8 o'clock, and it's all then prepared, you know, come in at 7, people prepare for it, people that live around that area, people have probably gone to the event anyway, maybe got a car, they want to sell their collection of stuff, and have a massive car boot on the Sunday, and then yeah, that's the whole thing. I think they'd be really good, you know. I think it'd be popular, but that's just an idea. I think it'd be a good thing. That's what she said. Hi, interesting festival, car boot. Yeah, it would be. Have you been watching Flog It? I've applied for that. I applied for that with my mom. If you have a car that has a car boot, you're welcome. Yeah. I see. I mean, what? Right. The only way resellers want to go somewhere where every reseller could meet up, it would be horrible though. Imagine that car boot, a reseller like weekender, right? You could even have it at Butlins. It could be a reseller. It could be called Reseller Big Weekender, right? And everybody from around the world has to go to Minehead, where I went last year. If you're a reseller, right, they could have then on one of their fields a car boot on the Sunday. Obviously, they could have the DJs and that in one of the hall. They could have in another hall, obviously, people talking on stage. It'd be ace. It'd be so good. And then at night time, you just go and party and get absolutely wrecked. I just think it'd be really good. You know, I have noticed that a lot of resellers are so stuck up their own backsides, and they're so like, oh hello. They've got no personalities, and I don't know if it's because they got nothing else to do in their life other than that. But come on, let your hair down. I'm not a reseller who's just boring. You either love me or hate me. It's because I have got a life, you know. Reselling is a job to me, but it feels like a lot of resellers, it's about reselling and that's it. They've got nothing else in their whole life. And that's fair enough if that's what they want to do, but I feel sorry for them because the world is a big place. There's plenty of things to do, plenty of hobbies to do, plenty to, you know, do in life. And if you're gonna just live your life about doing reselling and that's it, you know, you're gonna die thinking, what have I done? You know what I mean? Cannabis, imagine that, that'd be hilarious. Everybody's absolutely stoned. Well, they might as well do one of them tents because every car boot smells of weed, doesn't it? Hilarious. I think that would be good. I mean, if I win the Euro Millions tonight, I'll set one up. It'll be £100 for the weekend to camp. And you get a free, what do you call it, pitch to sell stuff at a car boot. If you wanna, there'll be certain tents where it's like collector tent, so there'll be a toy collector tent. So if you wanna being one of them, I would obviously charge more because I know somebody does that with his Pokemon and stuff like that, and he did it at the NEC, and it cost him I think it was about £800-900. But obviously you're getting a lot of footfall, aren't you? So yeah, you'll make your money if you know how to do it. You'd make your money, and I think it'll be just a great thing because if it's big enough, like where I live, I don't know if anybody remembers V festivals. There used to be two of them in two different areas. I live near Weston Park, and that there used to be a V festival there, and I think the other one was Cheltenham, maybe, I don't know. And yeah, they were brilliant. But Weston Park is the perfect place. They do a lot of festivals and not festivals anymore, but events, because it's massive, like old-fashioned manor house, and then loads of acres of fields. I think it'd be brilliant, you know. And if you advertise it right, if it's like, you could have probably the biggest car boot of the year, you know, because everybody will want to come to this car boot on a Sunday, and the field could be like huge, you know. And obviously you could charge £10 a pitch for a cars. Obviously people who don't want to stay the night, you charge £3 entry because it's obviously going to be massive, so you can get people to come in, and it'd be great. I think it'd be really good. I really want to set it up. Might have to go to Dragon's Den and get one of them to give me some money. I want to make a reselling festival. Give me some money. I should be an events organizer, shouldn't I? Really? That's a good idea. Somebody's going to do it one day. They're all going to say, that was John's idea. It's a lot of work though. It's a lot of work. You can't just get some random reseller just setting it up, because you need to have connections. Like I said, I'd make it so it's reselling, but it's also for everybody. So I would get some well-known antiques dealers in. I'd message flog it. I'd say, right, we've got a big event. There's going to be loads of different people. You can do your flog it, show here. And walk around, because that'll be great for advertisement. Flog it or filming live, at the weekend. You'd have all the people. Could have message Antiques Roadshow and say, do a live thing so people can watch that. That'll get all the old people in. I mean, you could make it like a big, massive social event for people, because in the end of the day, antiques dealers and resellers, apparently they always have this thing against each other. I don't know where that came from, but apparently antiques dealers do not like resellers because we are selling stuff which is not antique-y or, well, you know, like, and we got no knowledge of anything because we can just sell it on eBay, where they've got actually a skill. They have got a skill. You've got to learn, know stuff about to be an antique dealer. And I'm not just saying picking up an old bowl or an old lampshade and selling on eBay. I'm talking about knowing the history of it. You know, how many antiques, how many resellers do you know that know the age of every bowl, every bit of silver, everything by not looking it up? Not many. And if they are, they're probably old and been doing it before eBay was around. But you could have them all. I should do it, shouldn't I? Should really do it. What dragon would I want? I like the tall one because I think he's cool. And I'd have that like half-gas lad, you know, the one. But I think Deborah Meaden would be good because she's obviously old. I'd have them all. I'd have the young one. I'd have them all, yeah. I'd have them all. Because they know everybody, don't they? No people care. No one cares about you, mate. Yeah, I wouldn't put it. It'd have to be proper car. It'd be proper car booters. No fake sellers. All fake sellers will be told to be escorted off. No Amazon sellers. No Temu sellers. No fake sellers. They will. If you put that in the description, they will. House clearances will be allowed, but no junk chucked all over the floor. So it gets rid of all these rubbish ones like were around me. They just flog a load of tat. I have actually done. I'm actually done. I think that'll be all right, to be fair. I think I might go over it one more time when it's dry. But yeah, I think it'd be good. Maybe one, because reselling is getting more and more popular. I mean, I've been doing it 3.5 years, and it's got a lot more popular now. And I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be really, really cool to see every sort of like, because in the end of the day, antique dealers, normal resellers, collectors, we're all in the same business. You know, in the end of the day, we're here where we pick up stuff for cheap and sell it for more. That's what we do. People will go to car booths. They're not just resellers. They're collectors. They are buying stuff for themselves to use, you know. People are buying, you know, like the old men where you have like, just pick up an old rusty spanner. Why do they pick up an old rusty spanner? So, yeah. I've now, what time is it? It is 12:30. I don't really know what I can do now because I've pretty much done the ceiling around the edge. I think I'm going to do one more coat around there and then but I'll let it dry first. It's quick drying. I've got the, like when I got the windows open, it's warm. It's drying quicker. But yeah, I think that will be that. Well, I'm just going to do the little hole in the corner. So I'm going to. I probably need to buy some more of this paint because I've used a lot on that. Still got to do the skirting board, so I'm going to do. When I've done that, I think I will do the ceiling tonight. Definitely do the ceiling. Make sure the ceiling is done, and then, depending on how I feel, I will do a undercoat on the skirting boards because they're so like yellow and manky and all that. Like, do an undercoat. I can't be bothered to sand them. I'll sand them if it's like lumpy bits, you know, like old paint. But what I'll do is I'll give it an undercoat, just one undercoat, and then that might dry by tonight, and then maybe paint them this colour, which is the same, because I've got to do the skirts the same colour as that bit, well, you know, the bit where it's, you know, covered, and I've got to go over this door as well with the colour, which needs to be done. I probably will mask it as well on this bit here, because I don't want this dark colour going on here, because I actually don't know what colour is going to come out on the walls. I hope it's not as dark as that, because then it's too all one colour. I want it to be like a lighter grey, if you know what I mean. Right then, let's paint this little bit here. I've got a paintbrush somewhere. This will do. And then I'll clean the paintbrushes. Might actually do that door actually. Might as well do it now while I've got a bit of time. Just get it. But let's do this little gap in here. Oh, can I reach it? Oh God, I can't reach it. I've sanded down that hole where it was, you know, where the wire was done. So this is now be done after this. Right. Might as well do that door, to be fair. Get it out of the way, won't I? See if I can do it before I go to play football. I mean, this little corner where I've filled in the hole, it's not the best because I put so much filler in it. I can't actually sand it down with the machine because it's in the corner. It's a bit awkward, but it's smooth enough, and I'm the only one who'll ever see it, and it's never going to be seen on camera ever, so I'm not bothered. Just making sure I can The reason why I've done this backdrop here though is, I'll tell you in a minute when I've just done this, fill the gap in. The reason why I've done this backdrop is, right, you can't see, can you? The reason why I've done that backdrop is when I'm doing a video and like more talking, so like a what sold video or something like that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my table there, but for instance, I'm gonna have a tripod here, and you will see the backdrop of just this, so it'll look really professional, you know what I mean? Obviously I'll cut it out so you only can see me and the background of that. Reason being, then it looks more professional, got a background, you haven't got bits and bobs in the background, you will only see that, if you know what I mean. If you ever see somebody doing a normal video where they're sitting down trying to help you or whatever, you know, like any YouTuber, they'll always have a decent background. It'll either be a nice backdrop, like decorated backdrop of like you know, their room, or they'll have some sort of like live thing. Big Al's done it recently where he's got his fake stuff on the back and live, yeah. But it's just a nice backdrop. I'll get a nice tripod because I haven't got a decent one. When it comes to the actual proper videos, I'll be mic'd up, so it's more professional, and people like that, if you know what I mean. People like to see people actually do videos on YouTube and put some effort into it. You know, you can get your phone, and I'm not saying you don't need to have all this expensive kit to be a YouTuber. You can just do it on your phone, because the phone's good enough now, like I'm doing on this. But what you will get with professional videos compared to unprofessional ones is you will get them higher quality subscribers. You will get people who like watching your videos because of the quality you're giving. So when I did my fitness, I started on my phone. You can go and watch the first ones that are actually terrible. But when I got into proper fitness videos, I had a proper good vlogging camera, you know, one of the big bulky ones. And I used to make sure I was standing in the gym under a light to make your body look a lot more toned and everything. The lighting makes obviously the shot better. And even when I was doing sit down videos, a lot of the time you'll see me in a green screen, because I had the green screen obviously, and I had like a nice background of a nice grey bookshelf or something like that, so it looked nice. And them videos made you look more professional. Of course, if your videos look professional, then people are gonna watch you more because they think you know what you're on about, even though you might not be knowing what you're on about, if you get me. You know, people like quality, and you have the raw aspect of car boots, if you get me, which you cannot get any professional. You can't make a car boot professional unless you've got somebody doing the video vlogging for you. I mean, that's brilliant, but I don't know if anybody at a car boot would really allow a person with a camera going around filming it, unless you're like a big known celebrity or doing it for a TV show. But yeah, so you got that aspect, but when you can control it, and like what I said about the backdrop here, then it looks professional, you know. Having it mic'd up, having a decent camera, I feel like I've got a GoPro. GoPros are brilliant for live action, going around car boots, but they're not very good for vlogging, like in the room, the quality of the camera, even though you can have it in 4K and all that, the quality of the camera isn't as good. Like the DJI ones seem to be better. Ricky uses one, Retro Reseller uses one, and you can see the quality of their videos compared to, say, mine, or which I use when I do, like now I'm doing on a phone, and it's just better quality, and they're good as well. You know, they're good, and yeah, I probably will get one, but they are expensive. They're more than a GoPro, you know. So I think they're about 600-700 quid. So yeah, I'll see how it goes. Obviously lighting as well. So yeah, we'll see. But Jamie, hello, how are you? You alright? Alright, what time is it? 43. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go till 1 o'clock. I'm gonna start painting this wall. This door. I'm not gonna mask it. I can't be bothered. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions or anything. Because I do need something to eat as well. Ooh, that's dark. I don't care about over. The wall paint should cover over that anyway, and if it doesn't, I'll just sand it down. It will need a few coats on this, to be fair. I hate doing doors because they're just awkward. Well, these doors, because there's so much to them. As long as it ain't got no like dripping going down the side, I don't really care. But if I can get this door done tonight as well, that's alright. I do know this paint does take a couple of coats. I think I've done 2 coats on the inside of the walls, the bottom wall on that. But on the actual, on this windowsill and the frame on there, I think I did 3 coats. So it's not the best to paint for like coverage, if you know what I mean. Because I try to put it on thick, but then it drips a lot, so I can't put it on thick. And you do not want to see a drippy door, do you? I thought the undercoat would actually make it easier, but it really hasn't, to be fair. And the door, with windowsills and that, you pretty much can get away with it. But the door is a main feature, isn't it? Yeah. And it's matte as well. So I won't have a shiny door, like a gloss door, And it dries so quick. Because I've got the windows open and it's hot, it dries quick. A bit annoying, really. Yes, I am painting over the metal bits and everything because I don't really care. Because I can scratch it off. I'll do the inside of the doors after. I'm not a professional and I don't claim to be. And I don't care. Because I can sort all that out after. Anybody got any questions about the meetup? Is anybody deciding 50-50 about coming or not coming? I was saying I haven't got the Marks and Spencer's voucher yet. That's going to be 50 quid. I think I'll get that. I think I'll get that on Saturday after I've done my thingy jumble trail. first coat. Yeah, it's gonna need a lot more coats. I can't wait to start listing properly again because I have got some really good stuff to list. But like I said, I've got money. Like I said, all my money that I'm vinted is my holiday money. So it's all been saved. I've got like about 400 quid in the vinted account at the moment. That's all gonna be for holiday. I think I've got another two or 300 still to clear before the holiday, I think. So that's plenty enough. I'm buying all inclusive as well, so I don't even have to spend as much as I did last time. Last year when I went to Tenerife, I went self-catering, and it probably was the biggest mistake I did, because I was going to go out and eat. Like we went to that sushi bar with kind of where they chop it up and chuck it in your mouth. Went to messy bar, hard rock cafe, because that's an experience. I was always going to do them two, but it's the food that you buy when you're in your hotel room, which is the killer, because supermarkets abroad are so expensive. And I'm not a big eater. It's not like we bought much. I think, like I said, I spent about 50, 60 quid on about 6 items. 6 items cost that much. Crazy, absolute crazy how much it was. 80 quid in Hard Rock Cafe for a messy burger for me and Kai, and we couldn't finish it. If I knew I couldn't have finished it, I wouldn't have bought it. First, I would have just ordered one and cut it in half for me and Kai. Crazy amount, but it was an experience, you know. My son's first holiday abroad, so I'm always gonna do whatever. I normally shop in Aldi. Mate, well you got a chance. You got a chance to start shopping in MSN. I don't know. My mom says that it will probably just be a Marks and Spencer's voucher, which you can use for everything. I don't think they have a different one for Marks and Spencer's and a different one for the food. I don't know. Never gone. The reason I've done it for Marks and Spencer's is the food, because it's a bit of a, you know, not many people shop at Marks and Spencer's, but it's something you can treat yourself to if you win, you know. And it's just a thank you to everybody who's came, you know. You watching makes me money, and the thing is, I'm going to give you something to win now. 50 quid for food helps you out, you know. That pays for your petrol, your half your hotel if you got a cheap one or not. So, yeah. Hopefully, you got a good chance to win as well, because, like I said, if you're coming, I'll give you a ticket. If you're coming with somebody else, obviously they get a ticket as well. So if you're a couple, you got a good chance of winning, because there's 2 of you, and obviously if you live together and you're married or got a girlfriend, you're gonna use it together anyway, aren't you? But yeah, 8 o'clock the draw is for that. So if you come later than 8 o'clock, Sorry, you won't be allowed to enter it because it'll have been already drawn. So, unfortunately, because what I'm planning on doing, what I'm doing, because I'm a social person. Saying that, somebody in the chat, in the comments, is either yesterday or the day before said, I need to work on my social skills. And I was thinking, how can you say that? You haven't got a clue who I am. Right. I'm a person who, I talk to everybody. You see what you want to see on videos at a car booth. To be on YouTube and not be social, you got to have some sort of social aspect to you to do it. So obviously some people can do YouTube and quite comfortable doing YouTube videos and all that lot, but they've got no social skills out of it. What you see me on videos, you will see me in person. I have a laugh, I have banter, I'll be drinking, having a laugh, going on the dance floor. And this is the thing about the meetup I'm doing. I'm classing it as a meetup with people who subscribe to me, who like me and want to obviously finally meet me, but also like me for who I am. Right? I'm not controversial to people who are nice to me. I'm not nasty to people who are nice to me. You know, I won't be rude to people who come. I will talk to every single one of you. And, you know, that's what I'm like. So when I said I'm doing it from 5 to 8, that is that is pretty much the reselling meetup. So I'm not bothered about how long you stay. You could stay till 8 and then go, or you can stay till 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, depends on what you do. I know some people probably drive there and leave. Some people get a hotel and leave, and then obviously stay. Maybe stay, you know, go about 12 somewhere. But I'm going out with my best mate as well. Won't be as good as it usually is because he's bringing his girlfriend. So he's probably going to be so like not the person he is when he's obviously with me. So I will actually take the mick out of him. So yeah, we'll just have a good time. You know, when it gets to 8 o'clock, I will obviously round it up and say, right, guys, this is the end of the meetup. We can all chill out. Well, not chill out. We can all have a laugh now. Let's have some shots, or let's go and have a dance off, or whatever we want to do. You know, obviously some people are not into that. Some people are not going outy people. But like when I went to Nick and Andrea was out until everything closed with me and a couple of others, and they're like what 50 late 50s, I think 55, something like that. So yeah, I'm not judging anybody. If you want to go early, if you want to stay for a couple of hours, you want to stay out till late, you know, we'll probably all end up breaking up anyway, you know, so doing our own thing, you know. I'll probably move on from that place and go somewhere else. There's like a two floor nightclub where it's like a disco-y 80s 90s dance floor, where it's got a dance floor, and then it's more modern music upstairs, and probably go to that after, because I'm celebrating my birthday as well, even though it's not my birthday. And I'm celebrating my birthday because this is the only time I'll be out on my birthday, because I'll be obviously on holiday with my son when it's my proper birthday. So yeah. How's eBay been? I haven't listed, have I? I haven't listed for 3 weeks, but I did sell some Nike Elite football boots yesterday for 134 quid. So that was all right. Brand new ones picked up from the outlet. Just shows that you can make money from the outlet. And that, they cost me about 65, 66, 67 quid, something around that. I can't remember if there was 50% off or 70% off. I think they sell for, that's how much they sell for at the moment. When they first came out, brand new, if you went to a proper shop, they're about 170, 80 quid. So yeah, you're making a big saving. I'm a bit skeptical about going to the outlets again because obviously I got that MC thingy and it might have been about Nike, but maybe they won't care now because I prove it all. So we'll see, won't we? We'll see. I don't think I'm going to have time to do this door because I need something to eat as well. So I think I might just do the door frame. Well, this side. Just to coat it. I need to do the top bit as well. As long as I get a coating on it, I don't really care. But yeah, like I said, anybody's welcome. Anybody's welcome. I know a few resellers in Shrewsbury. One I don't really get on with now, do I? And they're more than welcome to come as well, you know what I mean? In the end of the day, I haven't got a grudge on anybody. But sometimes it takes a bigger man just to admit. And that's the thing about, I've always said it and I always will say it. Certain people you watch are always not what you see, and other people are genuine. Yeah? What you get with them is what you see. Okay? I fell out of Kaji, didn't I? Because that video when he was boasting about the whole, private, blah, blah, blah. The only reason that because he should be a business seller. He became a business seller eventually, they had told him. Right? But I understood why. Because it's a rip-off. And being a business seller doesn't really give you any advantage over being a private seller. And really, eBay were lying to everybody. Everybody was on the bandwagon about private seller. They still do it, advertise it now. And their gimmick, what they're trying to sell you, is just trying to get you to be a seller on eBay as a private seller, and you get that buzz of selling stuff, and then you realise you're selling quite a lot on there, and guess what? Then they'll whack the business seller on your on your name, trying to big you up, say, "Oh, you're so good at selling, but you're selling too much now. You've got to become a business seller," and then because you're still quite new to it all, you go, "Okay, then I'll do that," and then whack all the fees on there, and then which one you're making, sales, no fees, no hassle, then becomes, oh my God. I sold them football boots for what, 134 or 135 quid. I think after fees, I think just made over 100 quid. Because it's about 20% in it. So, yeah, the fees are horrible. Absolutely disgusting. I do understand, but Vinted was the best thing ever to come out, to be fair. But it looks like eBay don't care anymore. They don't really care. They're not doing. If I was going to be a reseller now, starting now, I probably would just be a private seller and just have multiple accounts for private seller. Open loads of different accounts, but sell different things. So I'd have a clothing account, private seller. I'd have a toy account, private seller. I'd have a electrical account, private seller. So then you got so many, a book one, whatever, private seller. and then eventually you make 3 here, 3 there, 3 there, 3 there, and hopefully you don't go over the threshold for them to be a business seller. Because obviously if you've got vintage as well, you'll sell things. And that's the thing, people say, oh, you haven't sold much on eBay. You don't see how much I sell on vintage. I sell a lot of vintage. Every single one of them cameras which I sold, the ones, the little Coolpix ones, I made 335 quid off 10 quid. Yeah. Every single one of them sold on vintage for what I wanted. 2 for 100 quid. And the other one for 135 quid. So, when people say that vintage, you don't get your top money for them, yes you do. If you've got the right thing, and you're not stupid about it, right? If you've got a good background, and you look professional, right? And they're not some idiot, because I've had that. Somebody put an offer in for all my stuff. I think on my store, I think I got about 3 grand's worth of stuff that if I sell it all, it's worth about 3 grand. Somebody made an offer of 1,500 for all my items on vintage this week. And I just went, you having a laugh? And he says, oh, sorry, John, I was just having a laugh. I went, well, it's not really funny, is it? To be fair. You're trying to. So I just blocked him because I'm not wasting my time with people like that. Idiots. Yeah, I will be going in a minute. What time is it now? How comes you didn't list, bud? I know you're decorating, but you could have taken pictures somewhere else. Now, I've mentioned it in my video, mate. I've mentioned it in my video. That's one thing somebody else was saying it in one of the videos, and somebody stuck up for me. I said, I've already mentioned it in the video. It's not my problem if you don't watch the whole video. You know what I mean? The whole point of me doing the video is so you watch it all. If you only watch 2 or 3 minutes or skip bits, you know what I mean? That's not my problem. It's your problem. You should be watching it. You know what I mean? I know, as I say, when I watch somebody else, like say if I watch Ricky or Retro Reseller or Jammy Dodger, I will watch probably all their video, because when you ask a question or put a comment, and you can watch the video, you make yourself look stupid. I'm not saying you're stupid, but I'm saying you make yourself look stupid because they've explained it in the video probably. But if they haven't explained in the video, then you can ask a question. And I already answered this. Yeah, well, I'll answer it now. The reason is, I've got a backdrop of that, haven't I? The grey laminate on the wall. So all my pictures have got the grey laminate. If I start taking pictures of other stuff, yes, I might sell it, obviously, but I'll have a different backdrop. So then it wrecks my eBay store. Remember, I'm a professional seller on there, a business seller. So you got to make yourself look professional. If I now have pictures with different backgrounds in and all that lot, it's going to affect my eBay store straight away. So what's the point of taking pictures just to get some sales, right? I just don't care, right? If I needed the money, then obviously I'll be taking pictures, but I'm all right. I got money. Obviously, I must have money because I can go around car boot still. So I've got enough money, but it came to a stage where, okay, right, money's okay. I've got money. Because I'm still making sales here and there, but it's getting a bit tight now. Okay, and if I go to a car boot, then obviously I've got to think about bills, and I need to get this done. If I start listing, this is going to take longer, right? And then I'm going to be in this bedroom. People are going to go, wow, he's still taking God knows how long to do this bedroom. People like that, and I can't be doing with people like that. I want this done, get it out of the way, so when I come off my holiday, it's all fresh, right? Fresh background. I could bring the table in now and start doing pictures, but the table's heavy. It's a big table. It's heavy. I might not even be able to put it in this room without taking it apart. I don't know yet. I'll have to try. I know I can take the top off and bring it in separately, but I've ordered the carpet. I've ordered everything now. Everything is ordered, and I don't want to bring the table in and take pictures and then have to take the table up or take it apart again to lay the carpet. I want the carpet to be the only thing in this room, because if you've never laid a carpet before, it's hard. It is tricky anyway. Not with having a big heavy table at the end of the room and then rolling the carpet out to a certain extent, then trying to lift that table up to put it in, because still you got to like move the carpet into position. So yeah, it's I don't want to have a wishy-washy background, and then it'll annoy me personally. It'll annoy me, and then what I'll have to do is then take them pictures again, and that'll be more time. So I thought, you know what, I'm having a few weeks off from listing. Right, I'm still making sales here and there. Right, obviously I'm still making sales on Vinted. That's why I've done these bundles as well. I didn't expect anybody to buy them, but I've had 2 people buy 200 quid bundles. I've got rid of a lot of old stock. I gave them some of my new stuff as well. I've made money off them. I've made double my money. Well, actually, more than probably, yeah, double money definitely. Probably actually more. And I did have somebody else want a bundle, but they haven't came back. I gave them a bank details, but they haven't came back. And I did have somebody want a toy bundle, but they haven't came back as well. So yeah, so that's all right. I also had I had a loan from years ago when I was working at B&M, and that has been paid off last month. So that was like 250 quid a month loan, which I had. I think it was to buy my Mini back in there, but I needed a car and wanted my own car, so I got a loan out to buy my Mini back in the day. Finally paid that off, so that's an extra 250 quid I don't have to think about now. So yeah, I've had the money to do this as well. So yeah, I'd rather get this out of the way, because I don't want like 3 or 4 different things happening at the same time, because it'll just drive me insane. So get this out of the way. Hopefully by the end of next week, the room will be all done. Everything will be here. The bed, the carpet. The last thing that's coming is the bed. The bed is the latest thing to come, and I think that's coming on the 8th or 9th, I think. So yeah, but everything else is coming the end of this week and the start of next week. So yeah, should have everything in here ready for listing next week, because I've got a lot of stuff to list, and I've got a lot of good stuff. You've seen the car boot videos. I've got some really, really good stuff. So when I start listing, boom, going to be bombarding of listings. I'll be just listing all day. So yeah, get it all on. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. What time is it? Right, guys, I've got to go. I've like sort of painted some of it. I've got to go because I've got to play football at 1:45, and then obviously pick up my lad. So guys, there is a car boot video coming out later. It'll probably be around 5-6 o'clock. It's at Shrewsbury Showground. So that is, if you are coming to the meetup on Saturday. This car boot video, which is coming out today, is the one which is at Shrewsbury. So you could be going to this one on the Sunday, okay? Starts at 7:30, right? All the people set up beforehand. So it's not like it's people still setting up, right? And you all like have the line of people ready to pounce on the people who are selling. So it's a good, really nice car boot, and it's a proper car boot. No Amazon sellers, no nothing like that. All normal people, and there's a few antique dealers there, but most of them are just normal people selling stuff out of their boot. So guys, if you are coming, it's definitely worth coming for that as well. Guys, thank you for coming, and I will see you later in the comments for the video.